and welcome to Parrot Tara Talk Time. I'm Tara.
And I'm Anne, Tara's mom.
So today we're going to be talking about how to ask your parents, or in this case your mother, to use reusable menstrual products. So we have a little list, and if you have any more questions you can leave them in the comments down below, but we hope this is helpful. So, as you know, she's my mother. I'm her daughter. That's right. Okay. So why did you let me use reusables?
Well, reusables were completely new to me. I had never used them, and by the time you got your period, I didn't have mine anymore. But probably the main and almost only reason was that you were amazing when you came to me with the amount of research you had done. So I was like, you know what? If you do the research and you prove your case, you have me sold, and you did. So I was really proud of that.
Okay, cool. What did you think about them? Like, were they gross to you? Did you think they were normal?
I had never heard of them, even though I'm very interested in eating a clean, healthy diet. That's about the extent of what I knew about healthy living. And so this was brand new to me and very interesting and also slightly weird. But your research was so remarkable and informative, and your attitude was so upbeat. I was persuaded, and if I had my period, I would definitely use them. Although I would probably have to watch your videos to know how to use them.
So which were you more inclined for me to use, a menstrual cup or a cloth pad?
That's a good question. I think in your situation, because you got your period after you were 15, I did not have a reservation about the menstrual cup, because I'd already thought I was gonna approve of you using a tampon, and we had already researched that and looked at the products. The cloth pads I thought were fine, and I know that you would be willing to do your own laundry and manage it. That would be
always tell your parents you're gonna do that,
and do it in
no
a
one
way
wants
that
to think they're gonna have to clean that up. That would be a major. I think if you thought that you were gonna have to clean that, you'd probably be like, no, you can't use that.
Not as a mom, that wouldn't bother me, but I would want you to take responsibility for your own personal hygiene, and also do it in a way that was discreet. There are men in our home, and I think that that's important. Don't think you should leave. We have a saying in our house, and that is, only leave a trail of love. So
not of blood.
Yeah, not of blood. I hadn't had that version of the saying, but now maybe I will. So the menstrual cup, I definitely thought about, would you actually even be able to get it in? That was my main thought. Not that you could not use it, but
I remember that when we were at Whole Foods and we saw it the first time. You're like,
get that
you're
in
not
there,
going to be
kid.
able to wear that.
But you did your research, and once again, I'll continue to go back to that you researched, and that's why I'm so proud of you to have your YouTube channel for young teens, because as a mom, I didn't know anything about it, and now that you do, you can help young teens, and I think that's awesome.
And if you haven't seen a menstrual cup, just so you know, parents who are watching this, basically it's made of medical grade silica and it's completely safe. There's been no risk of TSS associated with a menstrual cup. And what you do to insert it, and it's not painful at all, you fold it up and then you insert it and it pops open, and you can wear it for up to 12 hours without any risk of TSS. So it's actually a lot safer than tampons.
That's important to me, because we talked about the risk of tampons.
You always told me I could only wear it for like 4 hours.
And I was concerned about that. I have to say that I thought, I hope she follows that advice or doesn't get distracted. So this is extremely comforting to me. I know that you can go to sleep and have it in. And I did know somebody who was hospitalized with TSS, and I thought about that was a concern of mine, but I didn't understand the other health risk. And now that you educated me on those, I would never use disposables myself. And so I'm extremely pleased that you are using a cup. No problem whatsoever.
What about cloth pads?
You have managed them on your own, and you've done a great job. I also am thrilled that from your research you've seen that your periods are lighter and you've experienced that. That's what was told. You don't make a claim on your Etsy site when you sell them, but you've done research and seen that that has been the case for you. You don't have any comparison because you've never used disposables.
Well, I did, and actually I have realized. Obviously, it got lighter when I did use disposables.
Oh, I
It was
wasn't
heavier
aware
and then
you
lighter.
actually have used disposables.
Before, yeah.
Oh,
I had about 3 cycles with the disposables.
okay. Well, you must have used some of my hand-me-downs.
Yeah, remember I felt so badly because
Oh,
we went
yeah,
shopping.
you're right. Okay.
And then we went like a big haul, and then
That's
I got my
right.
cup and I never used them. So
Okay, you're right. I do remember that. And now the question was, oh, no, I feel fine. The question was, how do I feel about you using reusables? Absolutely fine, because I haven't seen them at all. You've managed 100% from the beginning to the end, and you're doing a great job. And so, no problem whatsoever with
okay.
that.
So if you haven't seen a cloth pad, this is basically what one looks like. You want to pick one out, whichever one you think is the prettiest.
How about the one you made for me?
Okay. So basically, it's the same shape as the disposable. This one probably isn't the most comparable, but if you look at this one, you can probably get the basic idea of this. It goes near your body. Usually a fleece or peel back will go to your underwear, and you wear it just like you would wear a disposable pad, but instead when you take it off, instead of throwing it away, you put it in the wash. Now, there's no smells, so that's like a big plus, and it's just not as sticky, and it's more comfortable because it's cloth, and the smell is the biggest thing for me because it used to stink to high heaven.
Well, and here's my Mother's Day gift from Tara. I
That she paid for.
Yes, I was one of her first customers. I love being able to be active, but I'm the mom of 2 kids, and I had my babies in a conventional hospital, so I did all that pushing, and so sometimes when I do my too much jumping, I might have a little dribble. So Tara made me a little dribble pad, a giggle dribble pad.
Giggle dribble
and
pad.
I haven't had to use it yet, but I keep it in my purse for emergencies.
So
if
you
I
can
wanna
jump on the trampoline if you
really
want to.
have some fun. So moms out there, here's one made by Tara, and it's adorable. And so even though I'm 53 years old, I am going to join the party. So when you jump on the trampoline, girlfriend, I'm there with you.
Good. So, speaking of parents and moms, do you think that girls should use reusables if their parents are completely against them, and so they just use them without their parents' permission? Like, should they use them secretly?
Absolutely not.
That's what I would say.
As a mom, it is so important to take any opportunity you can, and I will give this advice to you now. If the world hears it, that's awesome. Life brings lots of challenges, and if this is a challenge that you are facing, if you're a young teen watching this, face it with courage and use it as an opportunity. It will take you far in life. You can use this skill in so many other areas. Present your case, talk openly to your parents, and sometimes you might get the answer no, and that just means you have to wait. And you doesn't mean a no is forever. And you ask, when you get a no from a parent, it's a really good advice to say, how long is that no for?
And don't just be, but why? That's not a good idea.
Moms
Don't whine.
do not like whining. Whining will make the no go a lot longer, extend longer.
Yes.
So mom, how about this period I use disposables, and next period I try to use a reusable.
Right, just
and maybe,
buy like one that's really cheap. Or if your parents are completely against it because they think it's disgusting, of course tell them like why it's not disgusting. But also you can, if you don't want those chemicals in your body, you can use organic disposables, and that's the next best thing. So.
Yeah, that's what we did buy for you.
Yeah.
I think that's a really good advice. And then Tara didn't get this gift, but because I'm an older mom. But if you are a young teen and your mom still has her period, maybe a really fun thing to do together is that you both use them. Because anytime you have a shared experience, you get closer.
Right. If you buy her one with your money,
Good idea.
she's like, that's so cool.
Tara, that's why you're such a good businesswoman. Always surprises me. See, moms like surprises that are good.
And
That's
then if she doesn't like
super
it, you
good
can always
idea.
use it.
But you know, that's excellent idea, because if you give somebody a gift, it shows that you've been selfless and
Right.
you are not being selfish. So I like that.
So, any tips and tricks on how to ask your parents? Other
I-
than the no whining.
Number one, take some time, watch the videos that Tara has out, sit with your mom, maybe make some popcorn and sit and chat. Talk openly to your mom about what you desire and why, and absolutely no whining. And I like the idea of saying, I will make the purchase myself with your supervision. If you want something badly enough, you will save your money for it. So that's what Tara has done in so many arenas of her life, with her harp, and when she wanted a dog, and when she wants to start her own business. So I think those are the big tips. No whining, save your money, make the purchase, work as a team with your mom, and have some courage and motivation to do your own research. Watch Tara's videos. She'll teach you a lot. Do you think that's a good idea, Tara?
That's a good idea, yeah.
Do you teach kids a lot about
I
how to
try
use
to.
products? Okay.
And one of my tips for asking parents is, at first, don't ask them actually. Just talk about it, but don't like over the top. Just mention it like, oh yeah, I watched this really cool video, and then they'll kind of hear about it and they'll wonder, but you don't tell them too much, so that maybe they'll confront you. That's what happened, because I stopped talking about it, and then you asked me, oh, how's that going? So if you make them interested in it, then they're going to ask you, and maybe they'll actually be more interested to let you try it.
Tara, that is absolutely fabulous advice. I think that's number one. This is why Tara is where she is today, why she's a high performer and a great student and doing so well with her life. And that is excellent idea. Don't ask. No one wants to be lectured or hear blah, 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 blah. Generate a conversation. I think when you get the conversation going, like in all areas of life, you have an opportunity to open up minds, and that's a good thing in any area. So Tara, I think that you're doing that. And if teens, if you're listening, and moms, feel free to just open up the chat comments. We would love to hear from you, because moms and daughters together are going to change the world. Love you all. Take care.
Yes, so thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you'd like to see more videos with my mother in them. Then just comment down below.
When I'm not making dinner or
she's
in
not
my
making-
garden. I have lots of hobbies too.
Bye.
Bye. Take care.